Hello and welcome to my channel. Once again, I'm going to be reading from something that I wrote. So if my eyes aren't looking right at you, that's why. Sorry that it's been so long since I have put out any videos. I have been silent, but still as active as I can be. My mother is still here, but she is leaving soon. She has only gotten to see the children twice the entire time that she has been here. I got a new lawyer over a week ago. Things seem to be still going very slowly, which can tend to drive me a little mad at times. My husband and I signed papers stating that if the children cannot be with us, that we want them to go with my mother, their maternal grandmother. My mother also signed papers stating that she wants her grandchildren, and we sent them to Una, the head, whatever she is, in Mossville. The first time we sent them, we went up there to the office because she absolutely refuses to return emails or phone calls, even to my lawyer, until the last minute. She never returns them for me at all. The secretary was not nice with us, even though we were very polite and quiet while we waited to speak to Una to give her these documents. We were told she was in meetings all day and would not see us, and they refused to give me an appointment to see her as well. They even refused to write out a paper stating that they received the documents from us that needed to go to Una. They tried to force us to leave, but I asked to see my social worker that helps me with my financial things there. She came down to see me and she wrote out a statement saying she received the letters addressed to Una because she is actually one of the only people there that has ever truly helped me. Una never responded to it. Then we did it again, but the next time it was through the mail and she had to sign for it. We received the response to the request for my mother to have the children dated the 24th of July, 2015. The response came in the mail and my husband and I needed to sign for it with the postman. There were only 3 lines in the letter that were in English so that I could understand it. Here's the letter. I have blanked the names out so that I can show it. They are refusing to give the children to their grandmother and still refusing to translate documents in English so that I can understand what is being said. I have requested multiple times to have everything in English and still to this day never received that. I have also been asking multiple times throughout this whole display of retaliatory vengeance where my children are located and did not receive any answer about that until the day I decided to switch attorneys. I was told by my first attorney that my children had been moved across the country and that is why they are only allowing 1 visit per week supervised for 2 hours, which is completely unacceptable. They are not following the recommendations of the child rights advocate that spoke in the family meeting and stated that regular visits be maintained in order to keep the parental bond. I found out that they are in the northwest of Iceland living in the home of a politician. My visit that I had with them on Monday, the 20th of July, was a very sad one. My 18-month-old son was not the same once again, and when I was changing his diaper, there were what appeared to be fingerprint bruises all over his legs, like someone had been squeezing them so hard that it was leaving bruises. I called my husband to look at these marks as well. It was very shocking. Also, when it was time to get them ready to go, my 3-year-old daughter went into a panic because she did not want to leave with them. She cried and begged not to go, and she did not want to let go of my hand. My children are traumatized at the hands of Child Protective Services. I am still waiting for the court charges to go in on my behalf so that I can get my babies back home with me so that we can return to America where it is safer for them. I am hoping that those will be filed tomorrow after I see my attorney. I contacted a place called Umboðsmaður, which is a place that does not work on any individual cases, but I believe that they may play a role in the laws set in the country for Child Protective Services to be following. The woman was very kind and compassionate that I spoke with over the phone, and I have an appointment to meet with them there on the 6th of August. I also emailed once again Barna Vanderstova, which is a place above the Child Protective Services, whom you report their behavior to if they are breaking laws. I also called them on the phone and spoke twice with a woman there. I have not had a response back yet. I also have called the office of the President of Iceland to request a meeting with him. I got an email address from the woman who answered the phone, and I emailed them requesting a meeting with him and explaining a little bit about my situation. I have also contacted some local news stations in Ohio where I was born and raised all of my life. I contacted WEWS News Channel 5, also Fox 8 News, also WOIO Channel 19 News, and WKYC Channel 3 News. I sent an email trying to describe everything happening, and I sent emails of all of my recordings and videos. I have not heard back anything at all from them. Maybe if as many of you who are following what is happening could email them as well on my family's behalf, it could possibly help persuade them to look a little further into it. I will make sure I link the email addresses for each one in the description below. My mom is leaving soon, and I am feeling really heartbroken about it. She has stood by my side and consoled me through all of this. She has offered very good advice as well. It is not, sorry. It is going to be very hard for me to say goodbye to her. We will be seeing the kids tomorrow, but I am hoping that they give an extra visit along with the one tomorrow before she returns to America. I feel sad for all the people that still believe that when things like this have been done to a family, then they must have done something in order for it to have happened. I hope and I pray that no one ever has to learn the truth of things the hard way like we have had to do. I am openly showing the world what is happening to us because there is nothing happening in order for these things to go on. I have no shame because I did nothing wrong. People who have this mentality are indoctrinated, and they in fact are a large part of the problem. I forgive them though, because they really do not understand. Thank you everyone for your support. The prayers are much needed and appreciated. If you haven't subscribed and you want to subscribe, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can keep updated with everything that's going on. God bless you all, and I will continue to fight the good fight. Have a good night.